house is stuck with you, and then everybody else gets on, we can just kind of go with it. But well, welcome everybody this evening for our Thursday training. First off, congratulations to Dane for closing on his property today. That's the long time working. So
long time.
Kyle, we all know that you've been kicking some behind right now too. You've had 2 closings. I think you just had another one that was a virtual closing or a mobile closing, and you've got another one come up this Friday. So awesome job. And you got your first listing under contract within 48 hours. And
awesome.
You also working with, and you got the other one under contract with that seller that is buying as well. So you got their house they want under contract.
He's cheating or something, dude. He's doing something. He ain't right.
You know what he's doing that we're not doing?
Working his ass off.
Sucking on it.
No, legitimately, it's open houses. He's hitting it just right, and him and I talk about that a lot. And it's just luck, and it's just, what it is to make it more or less luck is to be out there as much as you can. It's the law of averages.
I had one close Monday and today.
Do what?
Monday it closed and today, so 2 already.
Yep.
That was it. They're all done.
Heck yeah. And then I got my listing, one of them in Lake Asbury. It's closing tomorrow finally. So we're starting to pick up, which is awesome, guys. It's going to happen. It really is. The harder that we work at this and the more we work together, the better we'll be. So Melanie, hello. I know you're muted and stuff, but great to see you.
Thank you.
Hey, Melanie.
How's everything been for you? I know you've been busy working on a few other things. Sounds like you're not in class anymore, so great job at that.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes. I have 2 buyers that I'm working with right now. One I don't really know how to do because she wants to buy in Gainesville. So it's really hard to find anything in NEFAR that's in Gainesville. So I've been trying to use homes.com, but it's not as good as using the NEFAR MLS or KV Core.
Okay.
Nothing shows up in KV Core for Gainesville except for like 2 properties. So I'm struggling with that a little bit, but I mean, I've known her a really long time and she's not like in a huge rush. She's a cash buyer. It's just going to be like a investment property for her.
Okay.
So, and then I got another buyer working with Brian Peacock right now. He's a VA loan. He just got his application today, so I should hear on that tomorrow.
Fantastic. Well, great. I'm glad to see that you're joining training tonight and that you've got some activity. So that's wonderful. What was I going to say? Reach out to Aurora. She has access to the Stellar MLS, and she can help send searches to your client for you if you want.
Okay.
And she'll share back with you what she says, or what we've been doing is, like if I got the Beaches MLS, which I do, but you guys can see all that stuff on KV Core. But if you can't, you want to get some more detailed information on it. What I would do is I would email your clients and then just let your clients know that I'm emailing you, but I'm on your team. And it's just helping all of us get the information that we need to get. So reach out to Aurora. I'm sure she'd be more than willing to help you out to send some searchers over to her. And then that way your client has all the detailed information, and then that way she can get back to you. And you guys find what you're looking for to make the process easier.
I got a quick question. How much is Stellar?
I think she said 400
a month.
400 a year.
Oh, a year?
It's just like our
MLS. That will get us Gainesville.
That will get you Gainesville. I just need to request it.
I might be interested in doing that.
Okay. No, that's a good.
Because I had a client earlier that thought they were looking in Gainesville, but in Green Cove Springs, and she asked me to find her homes, and I had to call her and say I have no way of getting the listings out there. This was off KV Core too. This was the lead off KV Core, and I was unfortunate where I told her, I said, I'll come out there if you find something, call me and I'll come show you anything you want to see. But I had no way of bringing her any houses or anything like that.
Gotcha.
It looks like the MLS has Gainesville on it and St. John's. That's what I was just asking Eric.
Yeah, so here, let me go ahead and show you guys this. You guys have you guys seen the MLS here recently? They just finally got the partner affiliate MLSs attached to it now. So instead of just seeing Northeast Florida when it pops up, when you look at the quick search, like 9,200 properties in the NEFAR MLS, we now have access to all these over here. which is increased where things are at. So you actually do have a little bit more Gainesville.
Okay.
It's
Yeah, I
spot,
hadn't seen the new map.
but we can actually, it goes all the way down to Daytona now and or like up in here. So we got a plethora of different things to look at. And this is a mix between the real MLS, Daytona Beach Association of Realtors, Space Coast, St. Augustine, and St. Johns County. So those are our close knit areas. I think Fernandina Beach one is in there as well. But Stellar is going to be in the mix on that. Stellar is also in our area too. So is Beaches MLS. But it looks like with all this, see, all this stuff covers a lot of this area. But just so you guys know, the other MLS that I have covers this, but on the other side of the map. So it looks just like this, but on the other side. So we're having more access uniformity across the state for all of us to have access. I know Stellar was trying to do this monopolized kind of deal at one point in time, and everybody was refusing to do it because Stellar is so big. But I think everybody's kind of starting to get along a little bit better, and they're all planning on doing this. So take a look at that and explore it.
Wow.
So Melanie, you may find out that doing that you're having more options than you did. Granted, I could probably draw a circle around and find 16 properties right now for it, but I'd say reach out to Aurora. She's on right now, and you can ask her to do a search for you in that area for a specific thing, and she can either email it to you or email it to your client for you.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Hi, Aurora.
What's good?
What's good? Oh, we're having good days. We're having good days.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, I'll start off tonight with doing a few things. So I had just got off the phone with my couple in Lake Asbury, the Lake Asbury Lake House property, and they would like to lower the price of the house. So it took some convincing for them to get that done. But I did finally talk him into lowering it $5,000, but also offering an $8,000 rate buy down towards closing credits or buy down the rate. So really, I got him to lower it 14 grand, but he told me that's as far as he's going. All right. So I wanted to at least show you guys where to go in Dotloop to make that change if you guys have never seen it before. I do believe it's there here. Sometimes it takes me a minute to find it. But while I'm looking at that, does anybody have any questions? Want to talk about anything that's going on at all? No? Okay.
Nope.
Aurora, how's your week going?
Sorry. I was trying to look through my notes to see because I think I wrote it down if I had something to talk about, but I gotta find it in a second. This week it's been pretty chill. Like I said, I was on vacation a little bit. I told Anthony kind of what I was dealing with Stellar and how I have to do the classes before I can add the listing. So he was like, no problem, because I was super anxious about that. I thought he was gonna be upset, and didn't want him to be mad at me because I was like, I'm trying. Stellar's being so difficult just to sign up. So
Yeah, they were, weren't they?
yeah, they are. And I have to do this course. I have to do these courses. And then, of course, 2 of the courses are live sessions only and not till the 15th and the 18th. So that just postpones things even more. Yeah. So that's why I was like, oh my goodness. But I did tell him, I was like, Beaches is really good. Beaches covers like the Daytona, Ormond. So like a lot of people use Beaches and Palm Coast. But I did tell him about the open house thing too, the situation with the estate sale. So
Oh yeah. So how did that go?
so it went well. She understands. They said they won't be done till like the 27th.
Okay.
So that's it with that. So besides that, that's all I can think of. But I'll look at my notes to see, because I know we had a couple things when we were on our calls and you were like, we should talk about this. So but
Why
I
do you
gotta
have
check.
to take classes?
Like, like when you join, I guess with this, like when you join it, you got to take like their classes to make sure you understand how Stellar works, I guess. And in order for me to add a listing on there, I have to do it now. versus me just having access to Stellar. To add a listing, I have to do the courses now. So I'm doing the courses now, but then there's a live session that's scheduled, and the soonest live session is not till the 15th. So this kind of postpones things. Like if I needed Stellar just to look up houses, I'd be straight right now. But
Is it free?
Stellar?
No, the class.
Oh yeah. Because they come
Oh.
with Stellar.
Oh, okay.
All right, cool. I did remember something I want to talk about before I get into this, because obviously you guys know that a lot of the documents have changed now. So that's why it took me a minute to look it up. But just to touch base with everybody, I know on the 18th, all your guys' invitations expire for the YouTube training and our team YouTube channel. Again, I would encourage you guys to accept those invitations. It's from YouTube, and I sent those invitations on the 27th of June. So if you go back in your email and look at that, there is 2 emails, one to accept the invitation to be a viewer on our Rakers Home Group training site, which is a private site. Only you guys are allowed to look at all the training videos. And this is all it is a recording of us talking every Thursday night. And so if there's something you want to go back and recap or want to go back and listen to, you're more than happy to do that. So I'm going to have a library basically for us to go back and review that. Also, as things progress for our team, I will probably end up doing a non-live training where I'm going in and just, you guys don't get to see my face for radio, and I'm just going to go over procedures and be a little bit more instructional rather than just casual like we've been talking about and have been doing the whole process right now. I'll probably get a little bit more structural and type in, hey, how to do this in dotloop, or how to do this in KV Core, etc., or how to write a document, or 10 things that you need to have when you're going through a contract. I'll put those on. That way you guys have it. That way you can see it. So I'm in the mix of working on that. But please make sure that you accept those invites. If you have not, and it passed the 18th, let me know. I'll resend the invite to you. So the training is one. The second thing is our community YouTube page that we're going to have. And that is where I'd want us to all of us post videos in, because if one person is doing a lot of videos, like Aurora's doing videos, she's doing the RHG Cribs videos where she's going to visit homes, doing the kind of mimic to MTV Cribs. She's wanting to do that. Her first one she did was outstanding, and she wants us to kind of get the ball rolling. I like the idea that she wants us to kind of let build off of that, and we all kind of do some kind of version of that or the exact same thing, and post it on there. If you're doing an open house, post it there, because what happens is we start getting hits on that, and then they see all the videos. Well, you guys can post your link to your KV Core individually in the comments, and you can actually have people click a link on that. So we're basically piggybacking off somebody else's on our team's videos. That way they get moved to our site, and it helps our organic marketing a little bit. I learned that from another agent over on the West Coast, and I figured that'd be great instead of us all trying to flood our own social medias with everybody's stuff and hoping that one person gets hit here and there and then somebody sees it, which I still would like us to do that. But at least one person could go to one spot to look at one video and then scroll through and see all of us. And then it's a lot easier for them to scroll through that versus Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, or however we want to do it. So it's just an idea. It's just another way maybe to fast track our social organic marketing. So we'll continue to do that. If you have any questions about it, we can go over it. But again, let's get into this real quick about how to just make a simple price adjustment on a listing. So right now, this listing that I have is set at $729, and we had a conversation, which is always never an easy conversation to have, but when you really haven't had showings in 23 days and it's a halfway decent house to sell, you just got to let them know, hey, we can either leave it on the market and just not have any activity and it just sits there, or we start driving the traffic and kind of adjust the price point. So I thought of a few different ways to attack them with this. I gave them 3 options where I would do the lowest that's actually going to at least maybe help something, a middle ground, and probably a really aggressive ground. And I did it with option A, B, and C. I sent it to them and I had a conversation with them. So there's many, so doing it that way, I was able to kind of break it down saying you can net this much, this much, this much, and how we get to that net, it doesn't matter. But I focused on each of those options to hit a different search category. So for example, I'm at 729, but if somebody's searching for something for 724 or anything under 725, they're never going to see this house or this listing. So I said, hey, bare minimum, let's lower the house down $5,000, get you in the 724 range. That way, when somebody's doing another search or if somebody else has saved searches that they're looking for anything that's new that comes through, now their house is going to hit that search engine, either in realtor.com, homes.com, or Zillow. So that it's a strategy to do. So that's what I ended up doing, and they accepted to do $5,000 off the purchase price and $8,000 toward concessions. So, and I'd come in here, this modification to listing agreement. Obviously, since we've moved now to the Florida docks, things have changed a little bit. So here, you can go ahead and make that adjustment here. I don't like this one as much as I like the one from NEFAR, and I'm sure there's a lot of us that agree that when we did the NEFAR contract, it was a lot more detailed, and it was explained really, really well. And when you get into some of these as-is Florida contracts, or the regular Florida contract, it's very generic, and I'm not a fan of it as much. But anyway, obviously the sellers, this is who it's with. We had an exclusive right to sell agreement with them. Let's see here, exclusive brokerage listing agreement. There it is. All right. Prices and terms will be, so we're moving in that to 724 with so I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do other, because I want to move the price in terms to that 724. And down here, I'm going to say up to, oops, to $8,000. And credits towards, repairs or buy down the rate. All right. And obviously I'll sign this, let them know it's legit for me. You'll save it, and then you'll send it on. All right, done and done. All right, boom. Okay. So that was just something that came up earlier today. I wanted to at least show you guys how to do it. It's fairly simple. Figure since I've got to do it anyway, I might as well show everybody. But I do want, one of my main things I wanted to talk about today is I wanted us to go over a little bit in KV Core. Here I've shown you guys how to, set up squeeze pages, look at certain things, set up your search alerts, set up what kind of program you're going to put them on. But I've never really shown you guys actually how to use KV Core and what's really truly designed for. And it's truly designed for one thing and one thing only, is to nurture your clients. So I'll pop up Bold City or Bold Trail now, and I'll click on the dashboard. And when you guys come in here every time, this is usually what you come up and see is the dashboard. You see the activity that's happened with a few people. But have you seen this stuff up here? Calls, tasks, calendar, your business. If you click on your business, it doesn't have a whole lot that I really want to talk about at the moment, but it lets you know what your leads are, where you're at, and gives you kind of an overview of just your business. But if you go to activity, again, brings you back to your squares. Calls will tell you what you have to do for calls today. Or it's going to set you up like right now, I have 0 past due. I've made all my calls. I've got nothing due today. Tomorrow, if you click on it, tomorrow I've got 2 phone calls to make. And that's for a seller prospect and a seller prospect. And then you would either call them and you'd set it up to call that number, schedule a call. I can schedule it for tomorrow, or I can make that call. And if you click that button, call right now, it'll say call in process, and it just rang my phone. So it's going to call your phone. So then it looks like it's calling from your cell phone. But you can set that all up so you don't have to sit there and dial. You hit the button, answer the call. Okay, great. Type in your notes of, left a message, and then you move on to the next one. Save call outcome and move on to the next one. Whoops. And left the voice message. I'll still end up calling them tomorrow. I won't take it off, but you'll have those. I've actually had 11 today that came up and decided it wanted to pop up everything. But if you can't do the call for the moment, you can hit snooze. You can snooze it till next week, and it takes it off the list. However, but these are daily activities that you want to be doing. It's going to set you up to do those. And again, you have your options of either doing it or not. When you do the tasks as well, that was just the call section, but tasks as well sets you up what you need to do. It tells you exactly what you should do for each of your clients. Like today, I need this buyer lead has been moved to active status from new or prospect. They responded to you in some way. It tells you how it wants to, if you want to add a listing alert or set up a marketing report for them, it'll show you how to do that. And it'll ask you to do one of those things. So I would click that. I just did that today, and I would click done, and my task is done for that today. You can look at your calendar. You can actually have it moved to either your Google calendar or your Outlook calendar, and it'll actually put that stuff on your calendar as well. That gets a little confusing because then you see it fills your calendar up with a bunch of nonsense, and then you'd have to come back in here and do it. Honestly, guys, I would come in here and you always start with your activity. I would come in here and click tasks and look what you got to do for the day. And if it tells you that you need to do a few things, believe it or not, you could have no phone calls you have to do for the day. And you just need to go in and play with your contacts a little bit. I need to set up a new marketing report for them, or if I need to set up a different type of search alert for them, just to kind of keep things alive. But that's really the meat and potatoes of Bold Trail is, and I hate that word. I'm just gonna call it KV Core because that's really what it is. But that's really what a CRM is designed to do. It's for you to come in and do small little tasks, let these people nurture them on a long term. That way, when they're ready, they're going to reach out to you. And where you can see that, either it's going to alert you on your phone. I have mine set to alert me on my phone whenever somebody reaches out. So like this Bob Allen guy, I've been texting with him back and forth. He's a gentleman that I met at the open house last weekend. And I've been texting with him back and forth. I'm setting up stuff on his account. He wants certain areas. So I'm having not all the leads there, not all the listings all the time every week. I'm only sending him stuff that pops up new because I know he's an active buyer and he's looking at that stuff. He's looking at that every day. So he has that information. I want to send him stuff that's new and that just come up that he hadn't seen yet. So whenever he sees it, like, oh my gosh, Eric sent that to me right away. He's thinking about that. Perception's reality. When people see these emails, they don't see it coming from a company. They see it coming from you guys. All right. So they think that you're sitting here and sending this information to them. So utilize that to your advantage. Utilize this thing as much as you can. This is probably the most expensive program that we have on the team. But I want us to use it as much as we can. It's a huge benefit. It takes anything that we do as far as paid leads, organic leads that we're generating, and it keeps you in their minds. And it'll generate business for you if you use it properly and use it to the full extent. And coming in here, spending 20, 30 minutes hitting that and then going off and doing whatever you got to do. Be honest with you, I would do that. I do it every day. And it's to me, it's really good. So I'm sorry I didn't show you guys that before, but by all means, this is how you would do it. But Dane, go ahead. What do you got?
Yeah, I got a question. What is your success rate with KV Core? Because when I got leads, I'd call them, leave messages, do this and that. And it's like I'm bothering them more than trying to help them. if I talk, but very rarely do I talk. It's usually a bad number. So, I just want to know the success rate on this because I get real discouraged trying to do whenever I call these leads, follow up, send text or whatever, you know?
Yeah, no, absolutely. The ROI on this for me, over the course of the last 3 years has actually been right around 30%.
No shit.
This
All
year,
right, let me
a
ask
little
you the
rough.
second question I have then. When you changed Bob Allen to just the new houses that came up, how did you change that?
Let's go do one here. Let's do Flacca because he just started. Actually, I just sent this to you, I do believe, didn't I? This lead?
To me?
Yeah, I think I sent it to you. That's why it's not pulling up.
Yeah, I got 2 new leads here, so I haven't checked them today because I just hadn't done it
Okay,
with mom being in the hospital and then running around like I did this evening.
gotcha. Well, let's do David Church. He's a constant client of mine, and this is what we'll do. We'll hit on single family homes alert number 3. All right, I want to edit this. So you would do just like you would do any search where you would click add and it comes up with this space on
Okay,
the right hand side. You want to do the frequency of once a week,
right,
and then you can click and view the map and draw your line if you want to
right,
specific area. Okay. Listing type, obviously single family homes
right.
is going to be the most common one for us. Get your price range where you want to have it. I do an
Oh, I
average
didn't
of
see
3
down
2.
here.
What's that?
I just see where it says just listed your options on the bottom.
And then at the bottom, you've got general options just listed, only ones with pools, however you want to do it. But I always do the ones that just hit the market.
Okay,
Um,
okay,
So once you do that, it'll generate that. See, that's why I've got that alert for him for number 3.
gotcha.
And this one's for a little bit of a different one. And obviously this one's just for land. But
Okay.
the search alert goes to him daily, and it's everything every day. And he wanted me to do that for him.
Okay,
But once a week, I'm sending this to us. As a matter of fact, what I should do is change this one to once a week and this one to daily. So let's go ahead and do that right now. That way he sees anything new that comes up. So I'm going to say view and save and search. Right now, there's 3 that he could go
okay,
to right now in that price range and be able to do it. And then we'll come up here and hit edit, and then we'll do this one. We'll do this one twice a week. Why not, right? And see the difference when they get them. They get 24 listings versus 3.
right,
So definitely different options, but that's how you do that on the search.
okay,
Um,
that helps.
yeah, absolutely. And the return on investment for me in this thing over the last 2-3 years is, I'd say it's, like I said, it was about 30%. Was because I was hitting my social media like crazy. And these clients, I would put all my clients in here, even the ones that I have sold. I have their birthdays set up, their anniversaries set up, everything. And when you do
Right.
that, it's going to self-generate happy birthday, happy anniversary. It sends them holiday cards. It sends them all this stuff that's already set up in here for you. All you got to do is tell it to do it. And so put as many people as you can in here and nurture the crap out of them. That's what makes
Okay.
the difference. All right. Because the minute
Okay.
that I start getting some sales and, was using ObsiDian on a few things, but flushing everybody here. So whoever's on ObsiDian right now, if you're not, it's okay. But if you are, put every single one of your ObsiDian leads into KV Core and let that thing run that. You'll be surprised how the ones you have not heard from will call you back and you can use them. Makes everything and makes all the difference when dealing with a referral lead program system. But we'll move on to another section. But at this point in time, does anybody have any questions or anything?
I did want to say something. So I haven't had any luck with KV Core either, but I've had this one guy, Cleveland Davis, that I've been nurturing. Well, not really me, but the CRM has been nurturing. And he asked me a question. He said, apparently he's a veteran and he's been getting denied like loans and stuff. So I told him that we have options. Don't get discouraged. And he was like, okay, I'll let you know if I have any other questions. And then I was like, have a good night. Like, thank you for like talking to me, blah, blah, blah. And it's nothing's happened since, but now he's getting nurtured again. But it was like, ooh, something happened. Like he seems, at least he knows now that I'm here for him and he doesn't need to get discouraged. So now when he's ready to talk to me, he's still getting reminders that I'm there. So we'll see if something happens, but that's the first thing I've ever gotten from KB or Bold Trail. And so we'll see.
Okay.
But something.
Remember, the CRM is for us to handle our daily business. It helps us organize that. It helps us nurture long-term for our organic and leads that whatever we do, we have. It keeps all our leads on one spot. We can uniformly communicate with them. It also has a website tied to it. So our official website is tied to this. So any activity that we drive to our website, via if we're paying something through Property Boost, any other paid advertising we want to do on our own, and that kind of thing, it's going to direct them back to the website, which then captures it here in KB Core. So the more that you use this, the better it will perform for you. These things weren't just created for the real estate business. I'm sure, Dane, you've seen the sales staff at Duval Ford, but every auto business or any dealership has a CRM, and they are told to drive and use it repetitively. That's why one of the reasons why I believe in it, because if you follow the system, I tell people what we were told at the auto industry is for every 100 people that you call, you're going to get 10 appointments. All right. The law of averages don't play the same in real estate. To me, it's half that. But I'm not expecting you guys to make 50 or 100 calls a day. I'm not doing it. I don't do it myself. I don't expect you guys to do it. There's other ways nowadays that we can do to get that same result. And KB Core helps you drive that. So just kind of stay with it. Don't give up on it. It is a crucial tool for us. And I know some of you probably seen Heron is giving KB Core away to the top 1% agents in the brokerage. They announced that today. Kyle showed me that. So you guys don't have to be 1% agents. You guys are getting it for free right now. So use it. It's a tool. Use it to your advantage.
Okay.
If you're going outside the box and buying leads, any lead that you get, whether it comes out of that or not, put it in here. You put it in here, you nurture the crap out of it. Hopefully that comes back around 10 times fold and you're good.
Can you change how you nurture them? Like, so for example, I'm trying to tackle pre-foreclosed homes. So the context of what we say automatically is not really the same context I want to use for them.
Yeah, you can set up custom ones too.
But like, I have to go out my way and constantly message them then. I don't want to send them the same thing though.
You won't.
Show me.
Let's see here. Let's go back to old Dave Church here. All right. So let's see here. Where's that? There we go. So active campaigns. We can add a different active campaign to it. And these are the drop downs right here. Right now we have active buyer, active seller, default seller, open house, prospect buyer, prospect seller. All right. We can create different campaigns. I'm going to look more into how to do that, but that's where you would do it. We can, there's, let me see.
What is that add button? Go back.
Right here. And how you can drop it down and then add another campaign.
That's all it does?
But it sets up a different type of driver, different type of emails, everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's what I want to do. I don't want to constantly message them because I mean I will if I have to, but that's not really the goal.
It's going to contact them through however duration that you want to contact them through. So if you only want the emails to go out once a month or twice a month, you can have it set up that way. So it's just playing with it. Another good thing, if you guys want to go through, if you haven't done it yet, I do believe if you go to Marketplace, there should be training somewhere. Have you guys seen the training yet?
Yeah, I've done some of them.
Okay. those are pretty cool. You can even go on YouTube and say how to create a new marketing or new campaign. It'll show you how to do that. But if you got coaching and help one-on-one, these cost money, I do believe. But I've got to learn where they moved it to. Be honest. Oh, training calendar. There's training and learning path right there and more. Okay, here we go. So
Yeah, I started with, I think
their YouTube channel's got some pretty good stuff on here.
I started with Agent Quick Start and went through their process, the first couple, 2 or 3 or 4.
Okay. Sorry, guys.
No worries.
All right. Okay. So yeah, they just hit the training. Guys, any questions? We can do one-on-ones. Remember that I'm still available for that. So just because we're doing training on Thursday does not mean that you guys call me whenever you need me. We can sit here in the evening time. We can go over whatever you guys want. I am another resource for us on this team. Utilize me as much as you can. If you got a question and I don't know the answer to it, I am going to ask and I'm going to find out. And I'll find out the right answer for us so we can move on. And you guys can do your job to the best of your ability. But please utilize me as much as you can. Utilize the stuff that we have. I'm trying to think what else I wanted to talk about tonight that was really important. Besides this, because I felt terrible whenever I was going through my stuff and go, you know what, I never showed my team how to do this and really explained it. And it's like, it's the easiest thing because it's something that I do every day. I guess just a quick note to kind of get away from the training aspect of it. I've started a few different things. I know in Canva, if everybody hasn't used it yet, I've been doing my home seller guides. That has all the information in it that I give to everybody whenever I do a listing presentation. I've had to do it this way twice because I'm out of the books that I made. But I did order more books, and they're hard covered books and matte paper, and some of them have a spiral down it, and some of them are actually flat, the modern kind of like magazine look. I've had them, they're on their way to me right now, another run of them. They are not cheap. So if it's something that you want to do and give away, I would suggest that you try to find somebody that can do it really cheap because they run about $25 to $30 a book.
Wow.
Get done. I bring the book with me. I go through it. It looks professional when I do because it talks about the process. It looks like I've been doing this quite a bit. And then I tell them, guys, I'm sending you a digital version of this so you can review all the material. If you want me to print it out for you, I can, but this is how I do it. So that's why I reordered it with a spiral. That way I can open it up a little bit better and go through it. Same things with the buyer's guide. I made me 2 good hard presentation copies, and then I email it to the clients as a PDF version so they can review it. That we all know is located in Canva. And if anybody has been messing with Canva here in the last little bit, there's been a few changes. But if you go to brand templates, there is the copy of the sold home seller's guide. And here is the buyer's guide. Completely customizable, guys. You can use it however you want. The buyer's guide is pretty neat because I included everything regarding the new, the NAR settlement we're going through. The thing I don't like talking about anymore. It's like beating a dead horse. But I did include it in here. The reason why I included it in here is because there's going to be some people that know about it. And this is a good explanation of why we charge what we charge. I tried to find every which way for us to talk about stuff to build value for us. And this thing is talking about building value in yourself. And I mean, the simplest terms is say, hey guys, we charge 6%. And what happens is if we have a buying agent that comes in and brings a client to us, I'm giving up half of that 6% to the buying agent to help them, for them helping us bring a client to get this house sold right away. It's just transparency. That's all this whole thing's about anyway. But I did include that in the buyer's guide. That way we can be transparent to our clients as well, how it works, what it goes through, why we're doing what we're doing. All right. So if you haven't looked at that, take the time to look through it again. If you have any questions about that, obviously give me a call, but you guys can click on it and change something right then and there. You can even click on it and make another copy of it. However you want to do it. It's not going to change anything with that, because I always have extra copies in the back just in case it does get messed up, but don't worry about that. It should be fine. All right. See what else that I wanted to talk about. Oh, this is the other thing that I started today. I'm sure some of you have seen this magazine, Good to Be Home. Anthony, when Aurora and I were looking at this listing that he wanted us to put on the market for him to help him out, he had ordered a few of these. I did not realize how expensive it was at one point in time, but I got a pretty good deal on it this time, so I'm going to do it. I have to send this thing out. I had to commit to six deliveries. That's one every 2 months. And I have to buy a minimum of 50 of them. It's at $4 a book. So basically $250 it's going to cost me. I'm going to do my first run to about 15 of my most recent clients that I've sold them to. And it's going to personalize. It's going to have my picture right here. Let me see here. Front cover. Let's see if it pops it up this time. Whoops. Come on. All right. Well, it's not doing it right now, but it's supposed to come up with my picture right here and then have my information on it. Compliments of Eric Rakers. This is an actual real-time magazine that has things in it that I send. I'll be send it to my client in the mail. And I'm going to pick probably 15 to 20 that I've taken care of over the last year and a half to kind of rekindle a relationship and keep them, knowing that I'm still a real estate agent for them and that I'm still their realtor. That way, when things kind of roll around, when they're either ready to resell or need to refer somebody, they can, it just keeps me in their head. And then I'm going to say, I'll probably have the remaining 30 with me. That way I can take to listing appointments, buying appointments, have them at the open houses, leave them at my listings, so to speak. And, for $1,500 for the year to have a little bit more professionalism looking stuff, again, and our business perception is reality. So I'm doing that as well. So I'm starting that. I have to get her the list by tomorrow and a few other items to her. And then I should have my first magazine going out by August 15th. It'll be delivered. And then from here on out, be August, October, December, and then all the way for the rest of the year that way. That's how that's going to work. But if you guys want to do that, I can give you the girl's phone number. They waived the setup fee. It was $100 for me to prepay to start to get here. And then I'll just pay the remaining $250 whenever we decide to approve on a proof and go forward with it. And then again, it's just $250 every 2 months if that's something that you want to do. Speaking of, paying things out of pocket and certain things you guys want to do, Aurora brought up a certain program that she wanted to try because she obviously talked about foreclosed homes. And I told her to say, hey, listen, if this is something that you want to do, go ahead and purchase the program and start working it. And the first deal that you get from that, what I want you to do is out of that 25% that you give me, I want you to take 200 of it or 250 or whatever the cost is for that for the month and give it back to yourself. So that way the team is out of that 25% you're paying the team, it's going to pay for that. So I'll pay for the next month. And if you start getting it, basically it's going to end up paying for itself. And the Rakers Home Group will end up paying for that out of the funds. So it won't cost any more out of your pocket. So basically I'm reimbursing you guys if you actually get a deal on it. Because really at the end of the day, we're not going to be making any money if nobody will be making money unless you do get the deal, but at least making the effort as can. I am still working very diligently on keeping a good budget for the group, and at the same time developing enough that way I can purchase more leads consistently. There is 2 other platforms I'm working on right now that's going to help drive more leads to KV Core. I already spent the money on one that's supposed to be kicking into gear in about 15 days. I'm still finishing up the training on it, but it's supposed to generate 40 to 80 leads a month to KV Core to our team. And I'm still learning how to navigate the veins of that working, and getting everybody set up on a rotation for that. So as they get driven into this one thing, they get driven into you guys. So that's in the workings of that. So consider hopefully by August, that's going to be in play, and we should start seeing some more traffic driven to our websites and our KV Core. So pay attention for anything that new that comes up. That's why KV Core is so important. You don't know when things hit, and if it does, you want to be on top of it. And also I'm working on another one. I'm going to try to get a couple other people in our business that would like to help, collaborate on some of the cost of that to help make our money go a little bit further, and purchase some other programs that's going to generate a little bit more leads for us, better leads. I know there's a lot of people leaving Zillow right now because they're getting more expensive, and they've gotten rid of the Flex program or the Premier Agent program and getting into more of a Flex deal where they're charging more referral fee for that. OpCity is not a really good lead service as it used to be, because realtor.com is starting something different as well. So there's several different avenues. I think Kyle tried the realtor.com deal. I know Aurora's tried Zillow at one point in time. But there's going to be other search engines. And as we get past this year is by far the toughest year that I've seen in the business. And, every year may be different, guys. We could run into something after the election and it could be worse. We don't know. But the main thing is staying consistent in this market right now, staying consistent, staying present, and staying busy. When you do those 3 things, it's going to come back to you. We always get out of something what we put into it. So the harder that we work, the more effort that we put into something, you'll start seeing results. In real estate, to me, what you do now, you're going to see the results of that in 6 months. I know none of y'all want to hear that. You guys would rather be able to turn around tomorrow and do 4 showings, get 4 contracts, and put 4 under contract every month. Trust me, I'd love to do that too. But right now it's just not in the cards unless we're, spending anywhere between $25,000 and $30,000 a month. And that's not even covering it either right now from what I've been hearing. So just stay the course. Call me if you need me. I'm here for anything that you need, anything you want to talk about, any lead program that you want to talk about doing. If you wanted to try to do it on your own, give me a call. Let's talk about the number. Let's talk about that. So, reality is if you get a lead and, it costs $500 a month to do, whenever that first lead comes in, then I'll pay for a month of that. And I'll have you taken out of that 25%. That way it's going right back to you. And for every one that you do, I'll pay for that month. You see, and it should start to flow. That way it eases your pocketbook a little bit. And at the same time, the team's giving back to that for that participation. Obviously, I'm sure I'll probably help you in some shape or form with it, but still, I think it's fair that the team gives back as much as they can. So Aurora made a really good idea whenever she said she wanted to do it, and me thinking of that at the same time, I think that's fair. I really do. Besides the additional other side of the business that I'm taking all these funds that we're putting together and buying these leads and getting things going and helping us with our marketing. So enough about that. How's everybody doing on business cards? Everybody doing okay with them? Anybody need any more?
I need some.
You need some. All right.
I loved your Melina. Did I say her name right? Melina. Did I say
Melanie.
it right? Melanie, I'm so sorry. Never mind. I'm sorry. So I loved your magnets. I want to do that exact thing. I don't know how you did it. Please text me so we can do that. I absolutely love them. How do you distribute them?
I can share the link with you. I did it through Canva. I actually got it from Janelle. Janelle actually shared it with me.
Okay.
Are you talking about these?
No, they're magnets.
The Jaguar magnets.
Yeah, they're magnets. I did a business card.
I did
Okay.
a actual magnets and I just ordered them through Canva. I had it resized through Canva. When you go to edit and you go to order, you can select magnets and I did it that way. I think I got 50 of them for $100.
Are they the bigger magnets, like not business card size, or are they business card size?
No, they're bigger. They're like 5x7 or something like that.
So how do you hand those out, if you don't mind me asking?
I made a post on Facebook and I asked anybody that wanted them that I would deliver them, and I've delivered like 10 of them so far. So and then I stick them on my fridge at work, and whoever else asks for them, I'm just going to give them out. Preseason comes up next month, so I'm trying to get there.
That's
No,
good.
love it. Okay, I'm writing all this down.
Go
Thank
door
you.
knocking, Aurora. When you get them, go door knocking and hand them out.
I'm just so nervous about door knocking. People are weird.
People are weird.
I'm weird when I answer the door.
And don't answer the door.
Like I either catch an attitude or I kind of fuck with them, and then I'm wasting their time. Like, like I'm the worst. So it's like I don't.
You brought up a really good point. But I'll get to that in a second. So if they don't answer the door, do this.
I have so
Yeah,
much.
where do you get those?
Break a window.
Break a window. No problem. This is what I use when I do open houses. I'll get there almost 45 minutes early and I go knock on everybody's door and say, hey, guys, there's gonna be some traffic in the area. I'm doing an open house at your neighbor's house. Is it okay if people park in front of your home just in case it does pick up? They say, if it's okay, great. I'll make sure nobody parks in front of your house. If nobody's answering, I throw this on the door. All right. It's got two sides to it. Obviously, there's a client testimony in the back with the QR code to the website, and then also us and the direct number where we can go. I got these made from Vistaprint. 250 of them were made for $43. All right. I did what Melanie did. I got these really thick business cards. They're thicker than a credit card. That has the schedule of the Jaguars on the back. I made these. I got 100 of them for $47. All right. If you guys want me to do this for you, I can. They take a little bit longer to get in, but I'm not going to lie to you.
Bruh.
What?
Oh, sorry.
Oh. I'm not going to lie to you. Out of the 100 that I purchased already, I've got over half of them gone since I got them last Friday. And I had them in open houses, and everybody grabbed one of these. Because you know what I did? I left them like this.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, guys, this is a really good tool, because you can see what the Jaguars are doing, and you can call me. So everybody liked them. I handed a bunch out at the open houses both days, and at the same time, when I was at the golf course yesterday, somebody saw this on my wallet, and I was passing it out. So, if you guys want these, let me know. I can order a couple runs for everybody, and we can do that. How's everybody doing? Obviously, we had a big conversation about open house signs and a few things. How's everybody doing with that? Everybody's got their signs. I've got some more flags to hand out if you want them. I've got 15 signs now that are just generic, and I think I've distributed all my arrows that are branded. I think I only have one right now. Hun has one. Dane, you still have one. Aurora, do you still have one too?
The open house signs?
Yeah, that's got the arrow, the black arrow.
Yeah, I got a couple of maybe 15 of them.
Okay. Do you have one that's branded with the Rakers Home Group in Heron?
No.
Okay. I think I had 4 of those. Kyle, do you still have one of those? I'm not sure if you did or not. Wait. Whoever needs one, just let me
Yes, I have this.
know. Okay.
But I got a bunch of red ones too. You can have it back if you want.
No, keep it.
I got red boys.
Yeah, keep it. That's fine. Oh, look at that guy right there.
Yeah.
See how
Who's
easy
the
it is,
grandpa?
guys? Look, this is how easy it is. You love it and you share it and we move on. That took me less than 2 seconds. So now, instead of just all his friends seeing it, now everybody that I know is going to see it, and lo and behold, he'll probably get 2,000 views on that real quick. So
2000. You that famous?
Not
Right.
me, Eric is.
Right.
I know. Yeah, Justin Bieber over here.
Yeah, no kidding.
mm.
I don't
Everybody-
even think 2,000 people live in Jacksonville, do they? Sheesh.
Well, I will tell you the last video that I did for the open house, I got 1,300 views on it in 2 days.
I got like 60 likes. That was the most I've ever had, I think, besides like birthdays and kids being born.
that
But
was funny.
Let's see here. Let's see if there's anything else that I wanted to talk about. Does anybody?
when's our next team party?
Oh, that's actually a good thing.
That's an amazing question.
Yeah, I want to do something soon. As a matter of fact, I want to do something where one we can split it up. We can do another team event.
All of them.
We can do it closer into the city instead of doing it over here. And we can also do I also want to do another Photoshop with everybody.
Yeah.
And we can meet anywhere you want. I don't care if it's another model home, however we want to do it, but I want to get it upgraded. That way we can finally get pictures that everybody likes and we can get on the website together.
Yeah, I want one of our whole team because when I do my canvas stuff, I would like to say our team can help or whatever. I have a picture of everybody.
Yeah, I would love to figure out a way to get us all together in a blank area. That way we can have more of a team photo. The one that I did that one time and then trying to do Photoshop with everybody, and it turns into a mess a little bit. But we've got 10 people on the team right now. I know we're talking about getting somebody else, and then obviously your daughter Dane when she passes the test. That I know I keep saying, hey, I'm going to stop at 8. Hey, I'm going to stop at 10. But everybody's needing me in different aspects at the moment right now. So if I don't feel overwhelmed where I'm not doing something or not being able to take care of you guys, then I'll stop taking people in. But I am going to officially cap it at 12. That will put us, well, right now we're the largest team in Heron real estate. David confirmed that with me yesterday. But I don't want to go any more than 12. I think that's more than enough, because if you guys literally start selling each of you 2 houses a month, I'll be so damn busy I won't be able to do any business, which I'm perfectly okay with doing that. I'd rather be here for your guys' support than me doing what I've got to do, because at the end of the day, I've devoted most of my career at this point in time to you all, because I believe in that. Which leads me to say that I am getting my broker's license this year. I started the process yesterday, going through the classes and stuff. So I'll have it hopefully completed in a few months. That way, you know, if any opportunities come up for all of us, it'll work better, but it'll give me a little bit more knowledge into this industry as far as management goes, and running a brokerage itself. So it was encouraged by a couple people for me to do that, so I decided to jump on the train and do it.
Yeah, get that. Let's leave Heron. Start your own thing. I'll come with you.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not a company man at all by any means.
Well,
No,
you don't
I'm
have
down.
to be a company man, but we want you to be a team man, because you keep us smiling and you keep us laughing, brother, and we like it. But yeah, let's throw some ideas out on Messenger for a group team thing. I know with school, the people getting done with vacations right now, it was always tough to meet. But let's kind of ramp that back up and start.
Wait. Kickball tournament, August 1st. Who is
Thank
going
you.
and who is
Who
not
wants
going?
to do that?
I cannot. My knee will not allow me, and I'm a soccer player. So this
What day is
pisses me
August
off
1st?
really bad.
Do you
Is that
think,
on Monday?
yeah, how many people we need on the team?
I don't know. I don't
Well, you
know.
got
Man.
first, second, third base, pitcher, catcher, outfield, so you gotta have at least what?
9.
3, 6, 9, 10, something like
Yeah, we
that.
need everybody on the team for us to do it all together.
We can
I
bring
can
other
do it, I
people.
just can't run fast.
Yeah, we can get other people. My question is just that who's doing it? So we
Yeah,
can get the right score.
Where
I'll
was
look
it at?
they're doing it.
Can you look on their Facebook post?
Was it at St. John's Country Day?
I don't have Heron on Facebook.
Get
know
it on
Eric-
Facebook.
Mm.
Hey, I will tell you this, once my pool and
I'm kidding.
outdoor kitchen is done, we will have a team event at my house.
I like that idea.
Sure.
So that is a for sure deal, probably end of August, 1st of September, somewhere around there. Be on a Sunday, not a Saturday, if it's at that time, because I'm all about college football. But Sunday, the Jags will be on the outdoor TV.
I'd rather watch that than college.
Well, see, you're not very smart when it comes to shit like that.
I mean, wait, where's Dane? Let me research back to when I first met Dane to try to recall where he said he liked Georgia.
Yep.
Fucking gross. Ugh. Ugh.
I grew up there. My first game was in 81, 82. At
Oh
the
my
Sugar
God.
Bowl when Georgia lost to Penn
It's like,
State.
oh my God.
Yeah, I'm an old fart.
81.
All right, I am back all the way
Who beat him?
right now. I know they sent it
Penn
out.
State.
I don't like that name.
They won the
I like-
national championship the year before.
I don't dislike Georgia. I hate the Seminoles. Georgia's okay.
All right, so it's at St. John's Country Day,
Oh, it's August 3rd.
August 3rd at 10 a.m.
That's in Arlington, isn't it?
No, that's over here in Orange Park, other side, west side of Doctor's Lake.
Oh, is it? Okay. Oh, I know where it's at.
Yeah, staying
10
outside of
a.m.
my daughter
Jesus.
So
there.
early.
That ain't early.
Did you say early?
I'm up at 7 o'clock every day, whether I like it or not.
Ooh, sheesh. Now that early bird.
I was at pitching practice.
You
So
say
my daughter
my-
catch for our pitchers at 6 o'clock this morning.
I got to do at least 30 in the bath, and I don't get into that until 8:30 before I shower every morning.
This morning I clocked in at work at 4:50,
Ooh.
and I made my closing at 9. Got all my work done, then went to my closing. I was rocking it today.
All right,
Yeah,
Well, I
I
got
don't think
to.
they'll have a whole lot of teams, but here we can reach out to Keisha. But if you guys want to do it, we can. If we, to me, if I don't think that we're going to have our entire team, if you all want to do that, you can. I'm kind of like Dane. I'm turned into an old man.
Thank you, Eric.
But y'all can go play golf.
I was literally about to say that. I was like, let's just not go and let's just go fucking golf.
Yeah,
I'm
I
down
didn't
with
do
that.
that anyway. Yeah, I don't really like anybody else anyway.
Yeah, I was really good on another team, even for
I'd
kickball.
rather.
Hey, you know
I'd rather
what?
go golf.
If we're going to be that vindictive, which I kind of like that idea, this is what I want us to do. I mean, I want us to start ramping this thing up so we can tell the coastal group that they're not as good as they say they are. You know,
We-
I have a lot of
Repeat
respect
it,
for Bruce Hartley and the Hartley team. I've known that guy for quite a while. I've even known outside of the business before I started being a real estate agent. So I have a lot of respect for him. But the Taylor team, I think there's only 3 or 4 of them. And Kyle, you know, just
You know what I think.
Yeah, I know what you think about that.
The Taylor team's just super hot, so everybody likes them.
They're not even hot. They're just a bunch of hoes.
They
Go
are
ahead,
hot,
Kyle.
like-
Tell them.
Hey, wait.
Tell
Wait,
them
have you
the real
seen
reason.
me, Aura?
These are a
Talk
bunch of
my
idiots
shit.
out here.
Let
They're
me
just
talk,
taking
Kyle. Shut
pictures.
the fuck up. Let me talk my shit. Let
Okay,
me
you
talk
go
my
first.
shit, and then you can talk yours. Damn.
Okay, you go first.
They're like the foreign Baywatch, dog. You got all of them are like from somewhere else. Like they're just different, spicy, and mysterious. That's my input, and I don't know them like that, but that's what I get from it. Now go
Are
ahead.
you done?
Yes, I'm done.
I don't think they're that hot. They're kind of goofy looking, but they're bought and paid for. They're not even busy.
What do you mean?
I know some of them. they pay for everything. They don't. Nothing's organic. They don't work for it. They go to open houses. No one shows up. They just pay all lead generating stuff. It's 100% lead
Yeah.
generating.
Well, I mean, I haven't really gotten any organic leads myself, so I don't want to say that sucks because I don't really know how yet. It's a little different in Palm Coast. I don't want to take over your territory. So
Come on, it's spray and pray. That's all you got to do.
I mean, I'm not also not gonna fucking drive. I'm not gonna fucking drive that shit. That's not realistic
Yeah.
for me. So
I would
for
go
me,
to St. Augustine. That's
very
probably
anxious.
closer.
Start off. Eventually, they'll be organic because they're gonna come back and the natural referral system will work out. And I want to get involved in the community. But for me, I'm not trying to sit there pretty for maybe 6 to 8 months not making nothing. So I want to put money that I put in, I'm gonna make. So that's kind of how I see it.
All right.
I'm working. I had one bitch who betrayed me, but I have one deal that I'm working on, and then I have another deal that I'm working on, or that I closed on that did work out with the leads I paid for. And then I'm working on this. So it might work out. I'm not saying shit on people who pay for leads. It's just how they do it when they pay for the leads.
You're very true.
I'm not trying to shut your point of view, Kyle. I'm just being the devil's advocate.
I know you're mean.
You
Well, hey guys, I'll be honest with you. This is good conversation. I like having this because I want to be the team that we're very diverse ourselves, and I like putting together a team of different walks of life. You can ask Dane, my parts department that I had, the people that I had together, you would never put together at all, but I put them together and we got
And
things.
it worked.
It worked. So when I tell you that I have mostly, besides a choice few, but everybody that's right here that I'm talking to right now, you guys I chose you guys, and I went after you guys, and I wanted you guys to be a part of this together because I think each of you have some really, really good strengths, and the things and opportunities that we all have, you guys all bring something to the table. And it's important to me to do that because I find success and joy in seeing people like that come together and rule the world. And I would rather have somebody asking us, what the hell is the Rakers Home Group doing? And we smile and we go play golf all the time. We have fun and we do our thing. One of the things that we could do is our listings. Utilize our listings. Market the crap out of everybody's listings. Yeah, you're doing me a favor, but you know what? You're doing the team a favor. Show it. Do you want special treatment with it? Guys, just because I'm a listing agent on it and I'm on your team, it's your listing too. You know, because you guys are represented with this brand as well a little bit. Use it to your advantage. You know, say it's your listing because damn there it is. You know, every one of my listings is your guys' listings. I don't care. I'm not trying to say that I'm the best agent in the world. I'm far from it. I have a lot to learn. I learn something new every day, and I plan on continuing to do that. One, it makes me more of a valuable asset for you guys, and two, it makes me a better agent. But utilize this thing. There's a reason why I put us together. There's a reason why I have a different setup than all the other teams do. That I want us to use the team as an advantage point to build our individual businesses and how we do it. And I want us to be together, but at the same time, do our own thing and come together when we need to. Use our togetherness when it can benefit us individually. So I want us to all be selfish. I really do. But I also want us to collaborate and work together because we can help each other out. You know, and you know, like Melanie, I told you to reach out to Aurora about the Stellar stuff. I guarantee you call her, she's going to help you like that. All right?
Oh yeah. For anybody who needs Stellar, like on God, I will be there the minute we'll get this going.
And to me, that's important. That speaks volumes about our team, the respect that we have for each other. And whenever you're battling, instead of you against everybody else, it's us against everybody else. And it feels different. You know, you're going to have the support. We're going to back you. I'm going to help you. Anybody on the team is going to help you. So let's utilize this the best we have, because my goal was this year was to sit in that gala and for us to be said that we're the #1 team at Heron Real Estate. Okay. That may not happen this year, and that's okay. But someday soon, that's what I would love to see. And I want to do it with smiles. And when we go up there and we get represented, what's going to happen is you guys are going to be getting, and I'm going to be standing behind you, because at the end of the day, just because it's my name, it's just my responsibility. You guys are the ones that did it, not me. You know, that's what I believe, you know. But if you need me to do something for you, I'm never going to ask any of you guys on the team to do something that I wouldn't do myself. All right.
For sure.
But enough about that. Does anybody have any questions before we get off? Because we're just a little over an hour right now.
No, I'm good.
All
I
right.
enjoyed this tonight.
Good. I did too. And like I said, as we get more into this, we can do more of an open forum rather than just me talking the entire hour, and you guys can't wait for me to get off the call. But I respect everybody that's on the call, and I really appreciate the more we have, the better we are. Melanie, thanks for coming. It's great to see you again.
Yep.
If you need anything from me at all, please don't hesitate to reach out. You need help with those current clients that you have, any questions, just call me. All right.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, but I'll let everybody go. You guys enjoy your Friday and your weekend. We are doing an open house at the Lake Asbury House. Dane, you got Saturday, I got Sunday.
Yes, sir.
Probably show up a little bit earlier because he told me that his daughter is staying at the house this weekend. She's not going on the trip.
Okay.
So we want to make sure that she leaves the house halfway decent. Last time.
All right, I'll try to leave. I'll leave here at 10, get there about 10:15, 10:20, set up the signs and check out the house and do what I gotta do to make it right.
Okay, and then I'll be there on Sunday. The lender, Melissa, will be there with you on Saturday, so you get to meet
Okay.
her. Very nice lady. She does some good work, and hopefully you guys get some traffic because I'm changing the price on it tomorrow.
Oh, wow. Okay. You gonna post that on social media so I can post it
I
as
am.
well?
I'm gonna do a price improvement. It's $5,000 off of $729, along with an
Okay.
$8,000 concession toward rate buy down.
Okay. I'm gonna call that lead too that you sent me. I'm gonna call him tomorrow
Okay.
and let him know what's going on about it and invite him to come out. So I'll be
Okay.
calling him tomorrow for sure.
Sounds great. All right. With none of you guys have anything else, I'm good to go tonight. Again, as always, call me if you need me. I'll be available. But thank you guys very much for all your hard work.
Good night, guys.
For sure. Talk to you later.
All right.
All
See
right,
ya.
y'all take care.